a good place to start, just to share a bit of background on yourself and just what you do, where you're located, if you want to share, of course, if you can.
Yeah.
If we can start with that, and that gives some context on yourself.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Well, a little bit just a background of like work wise and the transition to like some of my personal life. I did back about 6 years ago. I did enlist into the military with the Marine Corps. So I was there for a while. That's really before that I was actually kind of like a chubby guy, so I was well, not very fit. After that, I started kind of adopting that kind of like physical mindset and working out. I
Hmm.
did get more in shape. Um, from there, I went down from I was 190 when I enlisted, then I dropped down to about 155 over a course of like 3, 4 months.
Hmm.
And I mostly maintained around that weight, just really starting getting into weights. My cousin, he used to go to the gym a lot, so I would tag along with him. Just started lifting weights. And then slowly, just over time, I saw more progress with myself at first, but then once COVID-19 hit and everything, just kind of indoors, gyms closed and everything, I kind of let myself go a little bit. I went up to about 190 again, a little bit more fit this time than before, but yeah, I wasn't in the best shape. And then I went from workplace, from the Marine Corps into the UPS, so that kept me a little bit active, but
Hmm.
it just wasn't the same. And then I transitioned more into like sales. So that's kind of what I've been doing for the last couple of years of my life. And it mostly is just over the phone, so it's a lot more remote, so it's more
Hmm.
stationary. So I've just had to like juggle my time and really try to like work out because it is very stationary, so I'm not moving much. And again, I didn't let myself go a little bit more, so I pushed up to about 210 pounds. And then I heard about your program, and I actually saw some of the other guys that in person that were telling me about your program, and they were in it. And I was seeing them, I was like, they got like some great results, and I was like, you know what, like I'll try it out too. So
Hmm.
I ended up joining, but I thought it was just more of like a standard kind of like you join, and then it's just mostly like working a little bit on nutrition, then working out, kind of like a standard just get fit kind of thing. I didn't
Hmm.
realize there was a lot more like health benefits to it. So it kind of like struck me a little bit like wait, what are you talking about? Like if I have any rashes in my body, I'm like, okay,
Hmm.
so we can actually get rid of that. It's like, yeah, so it just kind of threw me off. But at the same time, I was like, okay, I mean, if it brings more benefits, then it's even better than what I was expecting out of it. And
Hmm.
sure enough, the rashes, I still might kind of have it slightly on my cheeks, but I used to have two red rashes right here. But for the most part, they're gone.
Hmm.
And it's interesting because I had prior, I can't remember what it was, but it was like a little tremors or something like that. My cheek did go away, but it came back. And I just was kind of getting used to it. I was just accepting it. I was like, it's part of my face
Hmm.
now. I can't get rid of it. I use products on it, can't nothing. So I was just getting used to it, and then so I was kind of surprised to see that this was actually able to deal with that. I've seen a lot of like changes, just like I had tested myself just for like different things, just to see, just making sure that I was in good health. Everything came back normal. I did have like a slight like issue around my liver area. One doctor told me just to put up with it. Basically, that's it for the rest of my life. And then another one just told me it could be a gallstone. What do you say? He said like a gallbladder sludge or something like that.
Hmm.
They just told me to eat healthier, to stick more to like a whole foods kind of diet. And like I wrote in the testimonial there that they just told me watch What the Health, and so I was like watching the stuff. I was like, this doesn't really. I didn't really buy into it, but I after doing your program, I noticed that even like my liver issues kind of got better, and even my feces was more solid. So
Hmm.
I was to me, I was like, it's a lot healthier than what I was before. It's just kind of the transition into to how I ended up over here with your program.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's awesome, awesome background. So essentially, you were the things that kind of stand out from what you said to me was about how you just wanted to basically initially you just thought you wanted to lose weight and you had some health
Yeah,
issues, nothing crazy, super urgent, but let's say
yeah,
you're having some skin issues, some digestion issues, and you didn't really see a way too much of a way out there, and so you
yeah,
joined the program because you wanted to lose weight and you had seen other people that you also know personally that had good results on the program. So
yes,
you had the courage at least to say, hey, I want to try this out and see where it goes. But you basically you didn't have any idea that what you were getting into in the sense
no,
of you joined for like a fitness program, and of course
Yeah.
we cover the fitness side, but of course the program is primarily focused on health, right? And so,
Yes.
we started to address those health issues that you were having, and that was a nice surprise that you experienced.
Yeah, exactly. That's what like I just thought it was just workout, eat right, you could lose some weight, get in good shape. That's all I thought of it. And
Yeah,
the
yeah.
health benefits were a little bonus on the side once I realized that it was more than just that.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. You also were writing in the message in the testimonial message you wrote, you were saying that you were experiencing more libido, focus, and sleep. Maybe you can expand on those ones a bit more. You
Yes.
didn't discuss that one yet.
Yeah, definitely. So my sleep, for the most part, I would kind of wake up like at least like once a night, and it was a lot of it had to do with like in my throat, would feel like I had mucus whenever I would go to bed. Sure, maybe it was because I was going up in weight at that time, or what it was exactly, but it just made it kind of uncomfortable to go to bed. So I
Hmm.
always slept like in a weird position, kind of like with my face trying to look up so that I could get better airflow. That for the most part is gone. Libido as well. Definitely my drive is just a lot higher than it was before. Sometimes it just wasn't all there, and with my girlfriend, it's not the most positive experience. But it's just after this, it's just felt like a lot higher, and it's just a lot better overall.
Nice. So your girlfriend's noticing the benefits there.
Yeah, 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 definitely.
Nice, man. That's always good to spread the positivity to other people.
Yes, definitely.
Nice, nice. And I guess you were talking a bit about how you had gone to, let's say, conventional doctors, and they didn't really give you a solution. They kind of it was very simple or
Yeah,
very surface level, the advice that they were giving you, right? And so
yeah,
how was it when, because in the program obviously we do things quite, let's say, unconventionally, and that's really how we get great results, and results that are quite uh out of the ordinary, because the ordinary way of doing things doesn't work well, right? You can apply the same logic to other areas. So how was it for you? Because it's quite a paradigm shift, right? The things that we propose, the methods that we use, the natural methods, it's very different to what the doctor would ever be able to tell you, right? Because they're confined by a certain book, whereas we kind of take
yeah.
things more with experience. So how was that like that like mental shift from, like, do you know what I mean? Like, how was the mental shift
Yes.
from that style of like just do kind of listen to what the doctor says and just change your diet or whatever they tell you, eat better and
Yeah.
work out a little bit and stuff like that. So how was that like paradigm shift into what we tell you in the program with the bath and so on?
Yeah. So that's an interesting one. Because well, for one, I didn't trust the doctors too much. After he told me like you're just gonna have to live with that for the rest of my life.
Hmm.
So at the time I was in the service actually, and I don't know exactly why I may have gotten the extra fat in my liver because he ran some tests. He did like a urine sample, and that's where he saw there was more. I forgot exactly what he said, but it might have been like enzymes or something around my liver.
Okay.
Um, he told me that it was just more than likely just over time you get that. But at the time I was 25. I was like, I'm 25. There's no way I got issues like this already. And I thought maybe it was because I was drinking a lot at that time. I was
Hmm.
drinking quite a bit within the Marine Corps at that time. So when he told me that though, I was like, there's no way I'm 25 and I have these kind of issues already. I'm too young for this. It's like, and he's just telling me kind of like accept them. Um, of course, maybe he has his reason for saying a doctor myself, but I just the fact that they told me it was not possible to change it. Of course, I didn't have a remedy myself. So for me to go into this kind of mindset was very easy for me to adopt it. I was maybe a little bit skeptical, but I was like, what do I have to lose? Is kind of thing. Like,
Hmm.
if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it can't get any worse than than where I'm at. Of course, I luckily I didn't have anything too serious, but it's just like being told to accept that kind of thing and just kind of like move on like that. It was not something that I was too happy
Hmm.
to hear, especially being 25 at that time. So it's just like, if there's something else out there, like I'm gonna give it a try. So for me, it was pretty easy to accept that kind of mindset and shift into
Hmm.
that kind of lifestyle.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I guess you had that experience, and that kind of made you, yeah, kind of less trusting of the, let's say, the authority there, or
Yeah.
more open-minded to other ways of doing things than just what the
Yes.
kind of the mainstream authority would be telling you to do. So that's cool that you had that. And have you had any situations where Like something that you think that over the last few months that maybe wouldn't have been possible if you didn't adopt this type of lifestyle and the changes that you made? Like some kind of maybe some kind of story or experience that you had that yeah wouldn't have been possible perhaps without the changes that we made here.
Yeah, the most notable noticeable one I think would be the rash. It's just it stands out. It used to stand out very easily on my face.
Hmm.
Especially like if I got a little bit of sun, it was so easy to spot out. I know my mom was telling me like you should see a doctor and like get help with that, but I was like, well, I mean, I'm not the most fond of doctors. I was like, they just prescribed medication for it, so I didn't really do that. And now you can't really see it. So personally, if it wasn't for this, I would definitely still have that rash on my face.
Hmm.
Aside from that, that's the most that other people can see because more on the surface level. The other thing would probably be the liver one because I always had like it's nothing too severe, just a persistent like weird like pain that I would have on my upper right quadrant of like my stomach area.
Hmm.
But that one is it would just always be there consistent for the most part. It might leave and then come back for a little bit, but it would still be back. That for the most part is gone for. So that's the other one. Most notable, but that's more for myself. It's not exactly on the exterior for others to be
Hmm.
able to tell on that.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, I thought it was great that you guys kind of like broke it down. So it wasn't everything thrown at me right away because it is a lot of information and
Hmm.
it was like layers on layers and not all of them at once. It was just one at a time. So I think that made it a lot easier to just start implementing everything all together rather than just having like everything all at once and then being overwhelmed by it.
Hmm. Yeah, 100%. That's why we do a kind of a drip fed system so that the person isn't overwhelmed, right? Because
Yeah.
especially from your starting point being quite different, it can be
Yeah. Yeah.
overwhelming. But I think I can tell, your arm or your military or army background helps you a lot, I think, with your mindset and your attitude. And I think, yeah, you had that good discipline. Like you're saying, right? You join the program, you say, well, I'm going to do this,
Yeah.
I can hear
Yeah.
it there. It's good that you have that. That's good. That's awesome. Nice.
Yes.
And what would you say to people who are maybe like on the fence about investing in their health here? Because some people aren't really sure that it's a good idea, or they think, I can put weight and push that back. So what would you say to those people that are kind of on the fence a bit with knowing if they should, make an effort with their health more?
Yeah. For the people that are hesitant, I would say well if you have any medical issues first of all and you don't know exactly what to do, this is why not give it a try? I mean, a lot of the things that I had, I didn't really was looking for like a way to fix them anymore. I was just kind of like accepting them and just trying to like work out more. And if you're on the fence and you have an issue, like a no-brainer, just something you a shot. It's unconventional. It's not very traditional kind of method, but if nothing else is working, may as well just give it a try.
Hmm. Nice.
And
Yeah. It's
for
sorry, go on.
yeah, I was just gonna say for those that might not have any medical conditions, I can definitely see why they might be more hesitant. But if they're like looking to take their athleticism to the next level, then definitely a different way of lifestyle that they can also adopt and check it out.
Hmm. Nice, man. And in terms of the actual fitness related goals, what kind of changes or results did you see there in terms of the weight loss and overall like abilities, let's say, fitness wise?
Fitness wise, well, yeah, I mean for the fitness wise, I just felt like I had more energy in the mornings. So another thing I had noticed, and that was more in regards to my energy was so like right off the bat on the first week, it didn't even take long. I was waking up with no alarm. So I contribute that to to the diet. I just had more energy in the morning. So if you're looking to get more energy, being able to go to the gym, still get whatever errands and work you got to do in the day, this is one lifestyle that definitely gives you that energy so you can still meet all those requirements and still being able to go to the gym and staying fit.
Nice, man. Nice. And in terms of, because you obviously wanted to lose weight, right? So what kind of
Yeah.
did you find that you were able to lose weight or say keep the weight off in a better way there or
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So for the weight side of it, what I noticed was like my stomach, whenever I've like gone for losing weight, I could get most of it off from different areas, but it never on the lower belly fat. Like it never could get like that persistent fat off. For some reason with this, I felt like I was just leaner overall, more tighter on the stomach and the belly area.
Hmm.
and it does stay off. So it's not like I would just like gain it all the next day or anything like that. It would stay off.
Nice, man. That's solid. And overall, you've been able to maintain like a lower weight.
Yes, for the most part, yes.
Awesome. Yeah, those were the main questions I had. It's nice to hear your experience. I think it's especially cool the idea of like, yeah, understanding that fitness and health are two different things, and that you literally went through that experience and have seen benefits that or changes that you didn't expect, and kind of like you said, you kind of succumb to them and just
Yes,
accepted them as things to live with, and you saw that you experienced now that there was another way, and it was counter to perhaps other advice that you had received from other authorities, and that kind of change that's quite life changing in the sense of perspective shifting there.